Good day, learners. My name is ANAS IBRAHIM from TeCETEL Center of Excellence, FC Zaria. I'm standing before you here this day to present on the module, the traditional teacher. Now, the word tradition, as we all know, means an olden day action or behavior. An olden day tradition means an old system, an old way of achieving a task. Now, as you can see here, is a teacher sitting in the class, focusing on what he has. He has books here, pens, chalkboard, and whatever, waiting for the students to come. Now, who is a traditional teacher? Now, a teacher in olden days or in normal behavior is a controller of the learning environment. What I mean here is a teacher controls the class. As far as he is in attendance or he is present in the class, both the students and whatever is in the class are under his control. Now, power and responsibility are held by the teacher. Now, the teacher as the controller has the power to organize the class, to control the class. Now, a teacher is an instructor and decision maker. As well as we said, he has the power so he can instruct and make decisions for the students to learn adequately. Now, student regards or a teacher regards students as what? They have a hole in their knowledge. They are learning on him. Because he's the controller, all students in the class are expected to focus on what the teacher is saying. The teacher regards them as an empty hole. They don't know anything. They are waiting for him to give them whatever he has on the lesson. Now, in simple language or in short, traditional teacher, according to Novak 1998, is a teacher that is or that causes learning to occur. As we said earlier, this traditional teacher, all the students in the class are focusing on him. He has the control and the power to organize the class based on his own schedules. Now, as I said, here as you can see is a classroom with students. Here, they all have their books and the teacher is there. Now, when we look at this picture properly, all the students are what? Focusing on what the teacher is saying. Nobody has the right to go out or stand up or speak anything until the controller, the teacher, gives him that permission to do so. Now, there are methods that we use in teaching, traditional teaching. Now, traditional teaching, as we said earlier, traditional teacher use some methods in teaching. Now, one of them is teacher-centered classroom. The meaning of this is, the method here is the student focuses on what the teacher is saying. The class is teacher-centered. They don't know anything. They are waiting for him to give them or disseminate the knowledge to them. Now, teachers are in the mode of knowledge dispensers rather than facilitators. That's the traditional way. They give knowledge rather than coordinate or facilitate. Now, normally, teachers in these perspectives use chalk and they talk more in the class. They use chalkboard, write whatever they write, student sees. Whatever they say in the class, the student sees. Teacher-centered. Now, it makes them to have a group learning. A teacher can organize a group of students to have a particular task. He can organize them according to what is expected to be done or achieved. Now, but in this method, there are more emphasis on examinations and results. Now, as I earlier said, the teacher is the controller. He has the power to organize any class. As such, the teacher can give exams or tests or whatever to test the students on what he has given them, to evaluate and see whether they understand or not. Now, all we said is here. This is the framework for traditional learning. The teacher gives all the subjects. The core subjects are given by the teacher. After the lesson or after whatever, the assessments. He assesses the students by giving tests or examinations. Now, the benefits of traditional teacher. Now, traditional teacher justifies difficult tasks or lessons as a way of motivating the students. Now, this teacher will give them knowledge, and at the end, he may end up giving them a difficult task to test whether they understand or not. Traditional teacher speaks with authority. He has the power. He imposes the rules, and the students must abide for them to have an adequate learning environment. Traditional teacher doesn't allow students to come late to class. It teaches them how to have a time management. Now, this is what I'm saying. This is face-to-face interaction between a student and a teacher. A student here is motivating the student, telling him that I will teach you this, you will learn this, and in response, the student is saying, I will listen, sir, I will copy your notes, and I will memorize whatever you give me. This is one of the advantage. There is face-to-face interaction between a teacher and the students. Now, this is traditional learning or way of teaching. But we agree that the world is now moving globally. Things are changing. Students and teachers are anticipating ICT tools. Now, is it that we maintain traditional way of teaching or we can embrace technology? Now, if at all we can do that, the classroom will change. In the earlier picture, you see that students have their notebook and a teacher is there organizing the class. But in this case, 21st century classroom, today's classroom, the students have more emphasis, concentrate more on their ICT gadgets, ICT tools, rather than teacher. Now, how do we prepare our teachers to embrace these new trends of ICT technologies? Now, teaching preparations is at the core of integration of ICTs in the classroom. Therefore, our teachers' digital competencies is essential in seizing the benefits of new technologies and learning. Now, this is left to our schools and moderators and curriculum developers. Should we embrace technology or we adopt the traditional way of teaching? But remember, the world is moving globally. We are now embracing technology. You are from your house, you can deliver lectures. A case of this COVID-19 that just passed. Now, students are left behind while some students are continue their lectures using ICT tools. Example, distance learning. Yes. Now, in conclusion, both teachers that use traditional way or olden way of teaching and teachers that are in ICT or that are in 21st century, they all bring or they all give positive impact to students. It all depends on how the students appreciate it. Students can either appreciate traditional way or 21st century way using ICT tools. But all in all, both the teachers will give what? An impact it touches the students' lives. Thank you for listening.